I do like that I set aside this teacup and now I have it again to eyeball, and more things are popping out as images. Yeah, a whole lot more. So a part of the reason I take pictures too is that you can see it through kind of a different lens later and also find images that are helpful. And my hope is that someone nice will be able to pop in so I can share those images with them in real time, but I'm happy to do that on my own as well. As I am watching the live tick 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 along. All right, I will go ahead and do this. So, our general reading, we have got some treats in the cup. There is this big, wonderful bunny with their ears sticking up over here, and their face is just consuming that beautiful shamrock symbol. They're wearing a bib or a handkerchief, bandana. So either way, they're showing their ability to sustain themselves and to survive. And their ears are up and back, so they're remaining alert. In front of that is this little figure who to me looks like they're standing on some skis, but staring down at them and acting as if they're not working. Like the skis are failing them and they should be moving forward. The position it is in the cup, I translate to indicate how others are seeing us right now. So it may be the case in this week ahead that we feel others see us as maybe expecting rather than allowing. I saw another image I really wanted to show. You can't really make out that there are cornflower petals coming off of it, but this is actually really much more textured and bigger than it looks. And to me, it's a little hummingbird. Indicating the busyness of life and life's sweetness. We've got yeah, this here looks like a little wild animal, like a cat. And its back is arched and stretching out. Underneath it, I see a little candle. See that at the top of the screen? A little candle to light the way in the dark. And this cat also kind of has like Anubis vibes, so that god of the underworld in Egypt mythology. Wow, and it's jumping over the lit candle. It's also on like the left side of the teacup. So more of our intuitive selves and that energy of moving our way through the darkness with the power of simple spiritual intuition that's represented by that little candle light. And it's a really one of those fun candles. I say fun, but to me it's a fun symbol because it reminds me of those candles that were carried around, like I want to say in the Victorian era. You know, the Dickens characters probably would have done it. I say probably, but to me that's what it brings to mind. And trying to get that in the camera. Yeah, right about there is where that doth lie, that little candle. Very, very kind of Christmassy. Which brings us back to the first image, which is that lobster. Oh, lobster, where art thou? Boop, boop, right about there. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Earlier the antenna was even sticking up, but it's got its little claws out and its little tail's kind of curling behind it. Very much into our left side of the cup now, so very much our intuition at play and our innate easy abilities. So it's kind of funny that there's a lobster of all things in that spot. Good to see you, Ren. Welcome back. And it's appropriate that since you're here, I'll mention the book that we created together. Yeah, so the lobster is facing the same direction that the cat is facing, or the cat / Anubis, but then and even the hummingbird after it, they're all looking towards the handle of the teacup. But then we get to that figure that to me looks like a person staring at their skis and wondering, okay, why ain't we moving forward? And then facing that is the bunny. So everything but this image that looks like a person is all looking back at the handle, which is very nice. It's almost like our animal allies are supporting what we feel responsible for with the handle. Yet in our own psyche, we can get ourselves blocked. Yay! Hi, Popper Knight. Good to see you. Thanks for just chilling. That's what it's about. I had a thought. It went away. Yeah. Ren, did you see the bunny in the cup? And welcome back, Joseph. There's a bunny in the cup, right like there. You can probably see it better that way. It's wearing a bandana or a bib. And it has one of the shamrocks that's in this tea. I think it's easier to see the shamrocks in the saucer, actually. But yeah, I got a new tea that has these little, very much soaked up by water, kinds of sprinkles, if you will, that are used on delicious desserts like cupcakes. Those things. Yeah, which was a novelty for me for a tea leaf blend. I decided I needed to try it out. When it's dry, you can see the coneflower and like strawberry petal that I was talking about earlier, because part of this really neat image in the general tea leaf reading cup is a hummingbird, but most of it is the ooh, very nice, Joseph. Bits of malachite. I do love that. Most of the hummingbird body is, and the tail swoosh is that coneflower, which unfortunately is not showing up too beautifully on the screen. But in Joseph's cup, which we did earlier, there is again the use of those coneflowers comes to play down here, where it looks like the boot of a stocking. It kind of sticks out a little this side. Yeah, I can see a little better now that I put a little contrast there. And then the top, the opening at the top is that darker tea leaf. No, trying to drink malachite is not advised. That is correct, Joseph. Thank you. Yeah. And you may just know Joseph Wren. He is a poet and author working on a novel. If you want to share a little bit about what your novel is about in chat, you're very welcome. And on that note, actually, I want to mention my Discord, which has a like toot your own horn section where I love to hear, especially about people's creativity. I do work to emphasize creativity in all these things that I do, but on that I have a section for works in progress, and even hopefully where people can connect as accountability pals, so they can touch base with each other and make sure they're staying on track. Oh, I can introduce to you guys. Ooh, gosh. I'm sorry, I just got caught up. I love when I can look at these images again and they really pop out. In your cup, Joseph, you might be able to see that figure that you described as jumping up and with their legs tucked in underneath, right there again. And now there's that seed that's kind of sticking there at the bottom, and in a certain light, it was really shiny. Let's see if I can get that effect. Well, you can kind of see one at another point in the cup doing it. But yeah, it looked like it was plated in gold. Just a little bit of gold paint. Yeah, I can see it now, but we'll have better luck up here. It was really fun to just notice that, and I wanted to let you know that I saw that with that little image.